Mexico was honored and blessed to have a public servant like Inez Gill. It is an honor to be part of this marker dedication ceremony, and it's really fitting that she joins her student, Maralyn, on the historic women's marker to be dedicated today at the state capitol grounds.
I get the pleasure of talking about both Inez and Maralyn because I actually knew both of them. They started out at a time in government when there were only a few token elected women in government, one legislator out of 112, no women on the judiciary at the appellate level, and at that time the idea of a woman governor was only expressed in ballsy humor. We have, I guess, in some ways come a long way, though some days I don't think so. And I will comment that although there were a few elected women in the legislature, the New Mexico legislature has really not ever had a problem or seemed to have a problem with hiring, listening to, and often being guided by women. And those two particular women we're talking about today, Inez and Maralyn, really set the bar quite high, but were really instrumental in a lot of the work that this legislature has done for the decades.
But the thing we remember about Maralyn Budke is this was her life, this was her love, this was her government, and these were her people, and she was bound to serve them in the most superior way of any chief of staff ever in the history of this state.
Yes, this is an auspicious day. International Women's Day, National Women's History Month, and ceremonies for Maralyn and Inez. But today, we also gather in this rotunda to hear from the first female governor of the state of New Mexico, the first Hispanic governor, female Hispanic governor in our nation, and it is my and I will hold that. She will be here later. But it is my distinct pleasure to be able to introduce Governor Susana Martinez, a woman who makes history.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much. Thank you for the kind introduction, and a special thanks to Paula Tackett and the Women's Forum for inviting me to share a few words as we recognize National Women's History Month. Because of the New Mexico Historic Women Marker Initiative, we proudly see 65 markers installed throughout our state, specifically devoted to the contributions of New Mexico's female leaders, reminding us of the contributions these women have made to our culture and to our heritage. These women serve as a role model and are inspirational to all. Today, I am honored to recognize Maralyn Budke and Inez Gill, as they are added to this growing list of women who have influenced the history of New Mexico. These two women have mentored many and have dedicated so much to our state. Please give these inspirational women a huge round of applause.
So those are the kind of women that are being honored here today, and I think they deserve it. I think it is important, and I think it's a contribution to the children of the state of New Mexico and to future generations. And with that, let me thank you for being a part of this very special moment. And again, I thank the committee in particular for your work, your leadership, and your contributions to an important part of the history of the state of New Mexico.
New Mexico, these are your New Mexico History Women's markers. Now, let's dedicate the 65th marker by cutting the ribbon. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yay!